All right, guys, we are live. We are live, and Bobby T, I'm just going crazy right now. I am absolutely going nuts. So right now, I am in my rental car. You can actually see I got some stuff back here going on. Doesn't matter. I'm riding in my car. I get an update from WWE, from the WWE app. I got the push notifications on. Daniel Bryan, the Dragon. He is returning, guys. He is coming back. He's going to be back by WrestleMania. This is amazing. I can't even, like, excited does not begin to explain this. I've got goosebumps. I mean, I talked to Martin, and we equally marked out with each other. We just couldn't even believe that this is actually happening. Hey, we got one person watching. How you doing? I'm see you up there. Leave a message here down in the chat. If, you know, tell me who you are, who just signed on. I can't really see. It's going to scroll up here on the screen. But, man, this is crazy, guys. Daniel Bryan's back. I had been hoping for this for the longest time. Eventually, my theory was that with the rise of New Japan and the Indies and all of these different things, WWE... hey, what's going on, Jacob? So, with the rise of the Indies and the fact that someone like Joey Ryan just bought a $550,000 house in Los Angeles, dude, it makes sense that Bryan could take that route, but he'd have to work a lot. At the same time, he would bring up any promotion that he stepped into. WWE does not want that to happen. The king wants to stay the king forever. So my thought here is that they realized that this was going to happen, that he was going to go to NJPW, show up at the Bullet Club show, maybe Strong Style evolved, who knows. I'm sorry for this, guys. It is like the sun behind me. I mean, hopefully we can stay here. Maybe that's better. You see more of my rental car, I guess. So I'm actually repping today, if you guys can see it here, the 5 Live Who's the Genetti shirt. That's going to be available pretty soon, along with the new 5 Alive They Live shirt. Anyway, back to Bryan. So I had wanted for the longest time for this to happen. It made sense. There was an episode of Total Divas. If you go back, I don't know the episode. I had briefly seen this. He was talking about wrestling styles where he would take less of a bump but have more impact in his moves, and he was really, really into it. It really, at the time, was about the saddest thing you've ever seen. But now you look and you go, that's what this became. We're going to see a new Daniel Bryan. A lot of the stuff, maybe no flying headbutt, no, you know, none of those things, obviously. But we're going to see the S-kicks again, obviously. And we're going to see a more monkey style. He was really rolling around and kind of staying low to the mat, doing a lot of rope work. So that was really interesting. I can't wait to see his style. Now we got to talk about the matches, and I actually have a fantasy booking. If you guys do have a fantasy booking, let's see. Hey, say what's up in the chat, guys. We got a couple people watching. Don't know who I got here. Hopefully got Chris watching, maybe, because I didn't get to call him. I called Martin, and we just marked out for like 5 minutes. I was actually driving in Disney World when I saw this, so I had to park. I'm in the downtown Disney top level of the parking garage. Hey, Ma, how you doing? So we had talked about fantasy bookings, and this actually came up last night at dinner. Hey, what's going on, Dad? So we got Farouk and Nana T on right now, too, along with Jacob Luna. And hopefully we get Khalil in. Gotta love Khalil. I know he's been studying a lot lately, though. So here's my fantasy booking, and then we're going to get going. Leave a comment in the comments or in the chat on your fantasy booking on what you think is going to happen here with Daniel Bryan. So, right now, WrestleMania is a little all over the place. It feels a little scatterbrained. It feels like they've written themselves into a corner on a few people. Braun Strowman being one of those people, so much so that he's got to fight for the tag titles, I guess. I don't know. Bryan is going to be left with the leftovers, or he's going to be inserted into another... somebody else's program. And the only program who really fits in, as I see it, is the Shane McMahon and the KO Sammy match. I guess there's gonna be something. So here's my thought. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, Farouk, he's saying he thought he was done for life with a bad neck. That's what we all thought. It was actually brain lesions. It wasn't his neck. And brain lesions can mean a lot of things. In this case, they weren't really anything. It was just a little something, you know? So, they said Braun had a partner. What is it going to be, his dump truck of a son? For those on who don't know what I'm talking about, actually, we made a joke a while back that the garbage truck that Braun Strowman appeared in was different than the one that he went into, and we discovered that he impregnated a garbage truck and then used the baby garbage truck where he had breastfed it across the country so that he could surprise the Miz and the Miz Taraj. So yeah, Braun Strowman apparently can mate with vehicles also. here's the booking. We see a Sammy, KO, and Shane. Now, I personally think that Shane does need to be involved in this. They've been a little wishy-washy with Shane's character. Some weeks he comes off as Mr. McMahon, and he says, like, look, I'm the boss. We're doing what I say. And other weeks he's kind of passive, and then other weeks he's aggressive physically, and then other weeks... So there's something there between those two. So leaving that kind of over here... you obviously have KO and Sammy, and you have Daniel Bryan coming out on the side of KO and Sammy, so we'll leave that right now. Yeah. And so now, taking those things into account, I would like to see either Sammy or KO wrestling in a match. Shane is going to screw one of them, or both of them, whatever it is. Maybe we do a Shane run-in. It could be those two versus Shane. Who knows? Whatever it is, it's Shane and Team Discovery Channel are going to be together. When the screw job's about to happen, Daniel Bryan comes out to stop it. In doing so, he actually is going to hit Shane McMahon. And being a no disqualification match, this will ramp up the match because now he doesn't have to leave, but Shane can do stuff. He'll be able to kind of punch him, like, you know, he'll sell punches, he can take body slams, he can do these things. So he'll maybe take a little bit of light bumps, but we'll get the yes kicks, we'll get, you know, the head banging thing, we'll get all the things that we love, and then Shane will go for the big spot. We know Shane's gonna go for the big spot. It's because it's what he does. So I could see Shane going for a giant elbow drop or whatever and doing it to Bryan, but then Bryan getting out of it, much like KO did back in Hell in a Cell. So this is a way for us to see Shane versus... see, I don't think... Yeah, I don't know. I heard also the idea of Shane and Bryan versus KO, but... Or versus KO and Sammy. The thing with KO and Sammy is that Bryan's been on their side. So it wouldn't make sense for him to side with Shane if Shane was always the one going against him. You can work an angle maybe where Bryan says or acts something to the effect of, you held me down. You kept trying to keep me down too, and you're doing it to these guys. I told you I was fine in health, but you kept me down. And maybe run that, and that can be the tension between those two. Hey, what's going on, Khalil? To get that gift card so I can get that WWE 2K18 DLC for Batista and John Cena. Oh, awesome. Yeah, buddy, I'm going to get it to you when I actually get back. It is sitting on the table in the arcade. I didn't get to ship it out to you quick enough, but I will get that to you very soon. Sorry. We're talking about some of our viewers today, and I brought up Jacob Luna, I brought up Khalil, GGG, and we also have Ryan Brasher also talks a lot on the chat, so thank you very much, guys, for that. But hey, if you do have any fantasy bookings, anything you want to see happen with Daniel Bryan, leave it in the comments or in the chat. More in the comments, because I guess that stays long term, but always remember, please do like, share, and subscribe, and get your friends watching. Once we get to 300, I have been buying toys while at Disney World. We're gonna do a night where it's gonna be a Disney World giveaway night. I have pops, I've got action figures, I've got all kinds of stuff. Yeah, hey Khalil, join us up, man. We're here for a couple more days, buddy. We're in Orlando. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm all over the place. It's because I'm all over the place. This is since I got back into wrestling. For those who don't know, I got back in just before SummerSlam 2016, just after Bryan had gone down, and I was told by everybody, like, that's the guy you love, whether you know it or not. Like, my friends, knowing who and the type of wrestling I like, said, that's the guy, and you missed it. I watched WrestleMania 30 and I damn near cried because I missed it. So I'm getting it back. Hopefully. So yeah, vacay so far, guys, has been awesome. We've been having a lot of fun. Baby T's going nuts. We'll probably see some pictures popping up on the Instagram, which is at 5AliveVP, and that's for Facebook, Twitter, and all that stuff. Actually, Gingerbeard has been posting randomly on Twitter also. We're going to be working on a project here pretty soon. Gingerbeard is an amazing artist. He has an awesome style, and we've been thinking about doing something for a while, so keep tuned. I do believe we have a comic book on the way. So, alright guys, again, like, share, and subscribe. I have been Bobby T, and this has been 5AliveVP Wrestling. Remember, you bought it because you love it. That's all that matters.